Hi Julie, I hope you're doing well today. This is Professor Megan Bunnell. I wanted to send you a quick video on how to solve this problem. Sometimes it's easier to understand if you can see me solving it. So I thought I'd try it out this way, and if it still doesn't make sense, go ahead and send me an email. You can call me, or I can type up a solution for you. So here we're asked to simplify this expression, and it's called an expression because there's not an equal sign. We're not solving anything. All we're going to do is we're going to simplify this expression by combining like terms. So in order to do that, we first need to distribute this -2 to each term within parentheses. Now you always take the sign that's in front of the number. That's part of the number. So this isn't just a 2, it's a -2 because there's a subtraction sign in front of the 2. So we call that a -2. So I'm going to multiply -2 times a positive 9x. Now to do -2 times 9x, all you're going to do is multiply the numbers together and then include the x. So a negative times a positive is a negative. So a -2 times a positive 9 gives me a -18, and then I have the x. So I'll just include this in my line below. And while I'm writing this out, I'm just going to bring down these terms, even though we're not doing anything with them just yet. I'm just going to bring them down so I don't lose them later on. Now I'm going to multiply the -2 times the second term in parentheses, which is this -7y. Remember, you always take the sign that's in front of the number. So we have -2 times -7y. A negative times a negative is a positive. So -2 times -7 is a positive 14, and then we have the y here. So since this is a positive number, I'll include a plus sign next to it. So when I add it in my expression, I'll just do a plus sign, and then I'll put the 14y here. Lastly, we're going to do the -2 times the positive 2z. So we have a -2 times a positive 2z. A negative times a positive is a negative. So -2 times a positive 2 is a -4. And then we have the z term. So since there's a negative sign here, that means there will be a subtraction sign. The negative and subtraction signs are the same thing, just as the positive and the plus signs are the same thing. Okay, so here we go. This is our expression. I'm going to write it out again down here so you can see it a little bit clearer. My handwriting isn't the best. Okay, so this is our expression after we distributed the -2 throughout those parentheses. Now I want to combine like terms. So I'm going to look at the first term, and this is an 18x. And I want to go down my list of terms and find another term that has an x. Just a plain old x next to the number. Well, that's this term right here. So I'm going to combine the positive 18x and the negative 18x. Remember, you always take the sign with it. If there's not a sign in front of it, then it's automatically positive. So 18x minus 18x is 0. So that means that these terms just canceled out. They went away. Now I'll look at the y term. So I have a -y, we always take the sign with it, and I have a positive 14y, so that's a plus 14y. and I'm going to combine those terms. To do that, we keep the y, and then the negative y is really a negative 1y. There's an imaginary 1 here. So we're just going to combine the coefficients in front of the y's. We have a negative 1 plus 14, and that is a positive 13. So our answer to negative y plus 14y is a positive 13y. So we'll put 13y in our answer here. So I took care of the y terms. Now all I have left is this z term. And I can't combine this z term with any other z, so I'll just bring that down and include it in my answer. And remember to always take the sign with it. So we'll just include the negative 4z here. So my final answer is 13y minus 4z. I hope this made sense. Let me know if it didn't, and I can try to explain it a different way.